this video, using 3D animation, we will separate and examine all 11 parts of a grenade to understand how a grenade actually works. We will start from a very basic level and assume that all you know about a grenade is this. The pin is pulled, it is thrown, and then it explodes. But when we look inside, a grenade works on a scientific mechanism and a chemical sequence. So first, let's see what is inside a grenade. About 80% of the internal area of a grenade is filled with explosive material. This explosive material can be inserted through this opening, which is known as the filling hole. The remaining 20% of the internal space, located at the center of the grenade, contains a chemical mechanism, which makes the explosion possible. You might think that pulling the safety pin causes the grenade to explode, but that is not true. The job of the safety pin is only to keep the striker lever in its place. Entire mechanism depends on this striker lever. So, how does it work? Let's take a look. At the very top of the grenade, there is a loaded spring, which stays in position because of the safety pin. When the safety pin is removed, the spring becomes free to rotate. As the spring rotates, one part of it pushes the striker lever away from the grenade, which eventually leads to the explosion. A grenade is never handled incorrectly before removing the safety pin. Before pulling the pin, the grenade and the striker lever are held tightly with one hand. Then, using the other hand, or even the teeth, the safety pin is removed. In this position, you could theoretically hold the grenade for years and it would not explode because the striker lever has not yet separated from the grenade. But the moment the grenade is thrown into the air, the fingers holding the striker lever release it. These fingers were effectively holding the spring in place. As soon as they let go, the spring rotates and throws the striker lever away from the grenade, initiating the internal process that leads to the explosion. Now let's understand why the grenade explodes as soon as the striker lever separates. As the spring rotates, the blue-colored striker holder also rotates with it and moves out of position. This releases the striker, which then strikes the percussion cap with full force. This force comes from two sources. The first is gravitational force, and the second is the force of the loaded striker spring. Both forces combined cause the striker to hit the percussion cap with great impact. As soon as this happens, an ignition spark is produced, and a special chemical compound catches fire. This is a special type of chemical, and an important feature of this chemical is that it takes at least 4 seconds for the fire to reach the detonator. Because this process delays the explosion, this part of the grenade is known as the chemical delay. Serious cast iron. A small internal explosion occurs inside the detonator. This small explosion ignites the main explosive material, resulting in a large-scale explosion. In total, from the moment the striker lever separates, the grenade explodes after approximately 6 seconds. The outer covering or shell of the grenade is made of serrated cast iron. Serrated cast iron means a rough, notched form of raw iron. This material is used so that when the grenade explodes, its fragments are propelled outward at extremely high speed, comparable to bullets fired from a gun. The damage caused by the blast itself is significant, but the damage caused by these high-speed fragments is even greater. Anyone present within a 5-meter radius of the explosion faces a high risk of fatal injury. Those within a 5 to 10-meter radius may suffer severe injuries. There are many types of grenades, but the one discussed here is the most commonly used. Its full name is the Time Delay Fragmentation Anti-Personnel Hand Grenade. While this grenade has many advantages, one major drawback is that if the opponent gets enough time, they may throw the grenade back because it does not explode before 6 seconds. To overcome this limitation, the second most commonly used type is the impact grenade. In this grenade, the explosion does not depend on a time delay. Instead, once the safety pin is removed and the grenade is thrown, It explodes the moment. If you enjoy learning through realistic 3D animations, make sure to subscribe to Augie Real.